Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day, everybody. And man, it's just this time of the year, man, like hump days are just better. Some hump days are better than others, you know? And this is a special hump day because there is just something about playoff basketball. The NBA regular season is kind of blasé, and I get it. A lot of games, a lot of mileage. A lot of people are playing. The regular season versus the playoffs, it's a complete different animal. I mean, a complete different animal. You saw it last night. You had D'Lo and Alvarado. D'Lo for the Lakers and Alvarado for the Pelicans getting into it. Alvarado, by the way, played like a madman last night. Came up short. Zion looked good, had to leave. But the Lakers are triumphant. They're moving on to place the number 2 seed, Denver Nuggets, the defending champs. And we are talking a lot of hoops because we're going to recap a little bit about what happened last night. And let me tell you something. Last night was awesome. The first game, that was. The second game, however, was awesome because what did I tell all y'all? Oh, by the way, yes, congratulations. Told y'all to take the Lakers. Told y'all to take the Kings. 2-0 with those plays. They were wonderful. But what did I tell y'all, man? This Warriors team, you can just see it. And you saw it last night. Clay, first time held scoreless that he played over 15 minutes in his career. Played at least 15 minutes in his career. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. You could see it on Steph's face. This is a team like the Dre stuff has been worn thin. Clay can't hit. Now it's weird that Steve Kerr last night after the game was like, yeah, we need Clay back. I don't know why. He ain't the same Clay. Like the dynasty, the era of the Golden State Warriors is not what it is. Steph's 36 years old. Does Steph play good? Yes, Steph can still light it up. But Dre's a little different. Clay's definitely a shell of himself. So basically, we were just seeing I think an end of an era and a great dynasty that the Golden State Warriors had. But the Kings, the baby brothers, with everybody and their grandmother injured, lit the beam last night. Big brother, little brother. Little brother won. Because big brother's just gotten too damn old. It's kind of like, when you're a big brother, I'm a big brother. When I was my little brother one time, I'm probably pestered the hell out of him, beat the hell out of him for years. And then one day, my little brother Clint, who's a firefighter out in Germantown, I was talking a little trash. I told him to hit me. Oh, just hit me. Well, man, you know what? He hit me and laid me the bleep out. Little brother laid out the Warriors last night, and I know it's just a play-in game. But the iteration of the Warriors that we used to know is completely changed.
Dynasty over, question mark?
Dynasty, no, I already proclaimed it dead.
Wow.
I mean, last night, why do you think I like the Kings? Kings are injured. If you watched ESPN Bet, everybody is saying, oh, the Warriors look at what they've done over the last month. Again, it's the regular season. The regular season versus the playoffs are two total different animals. It's just totally different basketball. And this Warriors team, I just don't even think they really like each other anymore. Steph feels very worn out and tired of Dre's ish. Dre is not the same guy. And again, I said this just a minute ago. Clay, not a single point.
Yeah, no, I heard you talking about that.
I mean, this
troubling.
and by the way, over the last decade, I mean, the Warriors since 2014 till now, they got 4 championships. The most regular season wins. Did you know that? They have the highest playoff win percentage over the last decade, the highest regular season win percentage, the most points per game over this decade stretch, the highest field goal percentage over the decade of this stretch. But guess what? That stretch is OV, bro. The Warriors' big three, man, they had 420 wins together. They had a hell of a dynasty, but I disagree with Kerr. You don't need Clay anymore. And Dre, I feel like it's just kind of worn out. Will he go somewhere and help some other team? Yes. He's still got basketball in him, and he's still owed a hell of a lot of money. But I don't think it's just fitting. I think this is where you better figure out how to build something around Steph with a quickness. I don't know. It's wild. But, man, the Kings, the baby Kings last night, and having Mike Brown, the former coach, who was always on the sideline with those Golden State Warriors during those runs, helping out Steve Kerr. And then he goes down to the Kings, and now all of a sudden they put him out. And I know it's just the play-in tournament. But, again, the Warriors, to even be where they were in the play-in tournament, had to have one of the best Januaries in basketball, you know? So, yeah, this is definitely different.
I will say, last time Golden State Warriors lost in a play-in, last time they were in the play-in, they lost.
They came back the next season, won the championship.
Won the NBA title. So, look out.
There's too much tread on them tires. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're right.
Once they hit a little bit of a wet spot, they're going to hydroplane. And they hit a wet spot last night in Sacramento. The Kings now move on to face the Pelicans. The Pelicans and the Kings are going to play for the right to play the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What an unbelievable game that Lakers Pelicans game was. That was incredible.
I'm just going to tell you something. I love Alvarado. My man has 2 sprained ankles, and I know the Pelicans lost. But that little dude is scrappy as hell, is he not?
Sure is.
He will hit some big damn shots. Scrappy, got up in D'Lo's face. Like, I was loving all that I was seeing from Alvarado. I was loving seeing LeBron James and Zion go at it. And again, I was just like, Charles Barkley and, Kenny and Shaq, they're talking about, the young fella needs to take it to a man who's been in the league for 21 years. 21 years in the league, more tread on them tires than anybody who's ever played the game, most points in the league. LeBron James, by the way, I don't give him nearly enough credit as he does deserve because I'm an MJ guy, but he's the closest thing to MJ that's ever come out. And he's also got all the talent in the world, but he does like what MJ does. He works. Every single year, he improves on something. And now that he's still looks like a physical freight train, and he still can dominate most people, he couldn't out-physical Zion. But yet still found a way to come out on top. And again, Zion, who lost a lot of weight and looked really good, still came up lame in the last 3 minutes. Had to leave the court in a very important, I don't know if you remember that. The Lakers were up big. And I thought it was a foregone conclusion. In fact, one point I saw where the Lakers were minus 1,600 on the money line.
Wow.
Early in that fourth. Pelicans come storming back, going on, 11-2 run. Burying threes. Alvarado hit that big one. Zion's dunking. They're doing all their business. And Murphy, goodness gracious, did you see that three that he almost hit the top of the ceiling? Mm-hmm. Like it was an amazing game. Amazing. But damn, man. Just Pelicans couldn't get it done, and it was wild. Anthony Davis, who was drafted by the Pelicans, was back in New Orleans, and now these two franchises really don't like each other. Anthony Davis don't like New Orleans. New Orleans don't like Anthony Davis. Fans don't like Anthony Davis. And him and the Lakers going into New Orleans and gutting them, I know that also had to hurt. And Ingram seeing his old team, you know what I'm saying? And just with Zion going out, I just knew the Lakers were going to pull away. They did. LeBron does LeBron things. AD played great. But damn, dude, that was a great basketball game, and that's why if you watch it, because there's a lot of people out there who kill me, because I do understand during football season, the NBA is like the regular season. It's kind of hard to get really excited when you got college football in the NFL. Then Christmas Day rolls around. Then the next thing you know, after the Super Bowl. You're starting to start focusing a little bit more on the NBA, but bam, you got March Madness. So your focus kind of goes a little bit away from the NBA, and I can understand, and that's fine because the regular season and the NBA playoffs are two different animals. If the NBA regular season doesn't excite you, trust me, try the playoffs. If they don't get you pumped up, hell, the play-in tournament, we're not even at the real playoffs. This is the play-in tournament, and it is a different level of basketball. And by the way, them unders, man, that game opened up. Keep doing it. Please take this advice that I'm going to heed you. I am winning a buku amount of cash. If a game starts up and you think that the game is going to go under, wait for one of those runs because it always happens, and it happens real early. And last night it happened in the Pelicans game. The total shot up to 238 points. It was 2:24 to open. Do you remember how they came out in that they scored 40 points in the first 6 minutes of the basketball game? Do you remember that last night? Yeah. That sucker shot up to 238. They couldn't keep shooting like that. And you know it's playoff basketball. They're going to play more half court, walk it up. Possessions are going to be more valued. And then the Lakers, a team who likes to get up and down. The Pelicans aren't, so like you knew that sucker was coming down. If you like an under, wait till it does that, man. I didn't even have to sweat that bad boy. That was so easy. Now the Kings played the Pelicans in New Orleans on Friday. On Friday, they're the late game on TNT. We still have no idea who's going to play in the 8-seed game in the East because tonight's all the action in the East, and I'm fired up. You got the Heat 76ers, and the 76ers. And if you listened to TNT last night with Charles Barkley, I agreed with everything he was saying because me and you talked about this a couple weeks ago. The best teams besides the Boston Celtics, if Embiid does come back healthy, is going to be the 76ers. They're the second best team in basketball. Now they got Embiid back. Look at the New York Knicks, who Julius Randle is not going to be able to play. Giannis is banged up and not starting out the Milwaukee series. Like, you get Embiid, dude, you're the second team. You might be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics, son. From the play-in game, just like the Lakers did last year. And they're playing the Heat, and the Heat do scare me. But, man, let me tell you something. The boys in Vegas, they got this thing out at 5.5. Heat 76ers, and I absolutely love me some 76ers. Love.
John, breaking news, NBA news. So that's why I'm bringing it up right now.
Zion?
The NBA has banned Jontay Porter from the league for violating the league's gambling rules.
Like forever?
Like forever.
Oh, my God.
A league investigation found that Porter violated league rules by disclosing confidential information to sports bettors, limiting his own participation in one or more games for betting purposes, and betting on NBA games. Wow.
They said they had his account that he was betting in Colorado, that he was betting he had bet not millions of dollars on individual games, but in 2 years he had bet over a few $1 million.
Yeah.
And he didn't bet on NBA. That was where the first reports. He was doing a lot of college football,
right,
and baseball and all kinds of, and he did the NCAA tournament and things of that nature, which is not against the NBA policy.
Yeah.
But now you're saying that Michael Porter Jr. and the Denver Nuggets superstar, little brother, is now banned from the league.
Yeah. Sure is. I'm trying to read the whole.
This is to me
thing.
Absolutely wild. So he's getting the Pete Rose treatment.
Sure is. Well, a little different. Pete Rose was on top of the game, and Jontay Porter is.
Oh no!
Could barely get a contract.
I'm talking about the punishment.
No, I know, but very different in terms of when it happened to Pete Rose. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Pete Rose." This is just like, "Oh, Jontay Porter."
Well, to me,
whatever.
it's more like damn, it's like it cast a shadow over Michael Porter Jr., his brother, who is a actual stud. And by the way,
Really?
he just got not cast a shadow. It does cast a little bit of. I mean, how close are you to your brother?
I mean, very, but I mean, if he jumps off a bridge, I'm not jumping off a bridge, you know?
True that. You know what? That's true. I smoke lettuce. My brother doesn't smoke lettuce.
He's a firefighter. You're not. I mean,
That's.
he'd run into a burning building. I wouldn't. You know?
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing that I put out. Yeah, okay, you're right. I shouldn't even do that. That was actually completely wrong of me. But it did make me think to myself, damn, you think him and his brother were out like hanging out together doing a little gambling? I mean,
I hope not. I mean,
that's what I thought. Like you
Oh,
think something like
geez.
that. But
yeah, so it looks like Jonte better start living off your brother.
big news out of the NBA. Jonte, his career is over. I guess he's gonna have to go over to Europe or something, isn't he,
Guess so.
to make a living?
Guess so. And he'll be able to find a spot over in Europe.
Wow, that's wild.
Unless they have the same type of gambling issues over there.
Wild, 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 wild. Well, tonight we got the Heat and the 76ers. I love the 76ers. We'll break that down a little bit later. And then you got the Hawks and the Bulls.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm so
Come
sorry.
on, no,
I'm
I
still
love
getting more
breaking news.
information. Shams is reporting NBA announces investigation found Porter, quote, disclosed confidential information to sports bettors, limiting, I already read that quote, from January to March. Porter placed 13 bets on NBA games using an associate's account.
Oh.
Wow. So he was betting on NBA games, just using somebody else's account. Using his account for college football and stuff like that. Using somebody else's account. I mean, had he played, but, didn't work out for him.
Damn, dude. That's, it's a rough morning for him.
Sure is.
It's a great morning, though, for me. And there's also an interesting morning. Did you hear, by the way, we were talking about basketball again. We got more play-in games tonight. We're going to talk at 12 o'clock with Zach Boyd. We got the Heat 76ers. You got the Hawks and the Bulls at 8:30. These games are not on TNT tonight. They're on the ESPN. So get ready for a little action. But, again, we have wrestling with Dustin Starr at 11:30. We have Zach at 12 o'clock. But I did want to mention a little NFL note because, a week from tomorrow, the NFL draft is here. Talked a little bit about, I think this wide receiving, have you looked at the wide receivers that are realistically in this draft?
Oh, absolutely.
Or just also, I would say pass catchers because I like to throw Brock Bowers in there. I don't know who I like better, Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Most people, say that the floor for Marvin Harrison is higher. The ceiling for Malik Neighbors is higher. Malik Neighbors is not as big as Harrison. But did you see his 42-inch vertical and his 4.3 speed?
Oh, yeah.
His catch radius for a guy his size is ridiculous. And the one thing that dude does is catch balls and take it a long way. Highest yards per catch in college football, Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
You got Adunze for Washington, who was awesome.
Yeah.
And don't forget the kid down in Texas, who I think Xavier Worthy. Didn't he run a 4.2?
Sure did.
Speed and speed and speed. And then you have the tight end extraordinaire, Brock Bowers. There's some hella good pass catchers in this draft. But it's all about the quarterbacks.
Sure is. But I'm glad you bring up the receivers because I was listening to something this morning and they had a quote from Rome Odunze. He was asked by a reporter, I guess, the other day, who he thought the best receiver in the draft was. And let me tell you something, John.
If he doesn't say himself,
It
then
is
I
my-
would beat him.
It makes me cringe every time I hear a reporter ask that question because it is the worst question you can ask a player. Because what are they going to say? Oh, yeah, Marvin Harrison, by far the best receiver in this draft. No, every time they're going to say, it's me. I'm the best, and they're going to give reasons. I understand what you're trying to get out of them. It's an awful question, and I wish it would stop.
I agree with her. I have to say, it is the question about do you deserve to be the starting quarterback next year? Though, did you see the Daniel Jones question?
Oh no, I
where
did.
everybody
Where
he
had,
turned
the
into
big
a meme
eyes,
and everybody
yeah.
put I think he pooped his pants
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like Daniel Jones when he was asked if he thinks that he deserves to be the starter for the New York Giants next year. I literally, his facial expression was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, hop on your X and it'll pop up. But I wanted to mention the reason I brought up the draft is not just because, the wide receiving depth is ridiculous. But everybody is talking about these quarterbacks like they're the second coming. Like this is the greatest draft in history for the quarterbacks. I mean, Caleb Williams, I think is very good. They said a GM said he's 99%. I'm 99% he's going to be just as effective in his rookie year as C.J. Stroud was last year. I hope that was the Bears GM since it was an anonymous source since they're the ones that's drafting him. But, I mean, damn, dude. I like Caleb Williams a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit weirded out a dude who wears, paints his fingernails pink and puts pink phones on. I mean, he's just a different breed. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We're going to find out. Chicago's a tough town. Football players are some tough dudes. Jaden Daniels has gotten better every single year. I never figured he was going to be when the year that he transferred to LSU. When he left, what was it, Arizona State?
Mm-hmm.
When he left Arizona State and went to LSU, I was like, hey, Brian Kelly could maybe do something with this kid. Didn't know he was going to be a Heisman Trophy winner and now possibly the second pick. But the interesting thing about it is Drake May, who everybody also loves. Now everybody's loving J.J. McCarthy. Well, guess what Washington did today?
Oh, what's that?
And don't forget Michael Penix Jr.
Oh, yeah.
They're bringing in all the quarterbacks. They have Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, I saw
today, like right now. They have everybody but Caleb Williams.
Wow. Well, I guess.
That's because they know the Bears are taking Caleb Williams, but they got Jaden Daniels, Drake May.
Yeah.
They got Michael Penix. They got J.J. McCarthy and who else am I forgetting?
Bo Nix.
And no, I don't think they I think it might have been Bo Nix.
I think those are the top quarterbacks. Yeah.
Drake, Jaden, J.J.
Penix.
That's it. That's it.
Did you see what they did last night?
By the way, the Bo Nix thing is, and I know I like Bo Nix. Did you know that he was 120th in all of college football last year for yards per reception?
Right? Wow.
6 yards.
Wow. How about that?
Like his how far he threw the ball on average across the line of scrimmage. He does a lot of throwing side to side and that's a very quarterback friendly system in Oregon. Now, he is not Justin Herbert, people. He is not 6'6", 6'5", whatever, 240 pounds who can run and has a damn hose.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what they did last night, the Commanders?
Man, I don't know what they're going to do. But no, I didn't see what they did.
So everyone's there today, but they were also there last night, all the quarterbacks.
Oh, I didn't know they were there last night.
Yeah, it was like 30 draft prospects, and they took them all to Topgolf and for a casual dinner and mixer. Oh, how about that? Playing a little Topgolf.
Man, I think that's just terrible.
How would you go about Topgolf if you were a coach or a player in this situation?
If I go to Topgolf, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to be there getting judged by anything because if you're there, you want to be drinking, and I don't want to be drinking with a team that I want to draft me and pay me a lot of money. Yeah, I'm not going to be having a whole lot of fun. And then the guys that you're playing with, you want them to draft you with a higher pick, and you're like, I don't like this dude.
Right.
What if he's better at golf than you? Next thing you know, you're fighting at Topgolf, and then you're not drafted.
You want to show them that you're competitive, but you don't want to be overly competitive where you're like pushing other people away from you because you're so competitive. I mean, very fine line you got to walk when you're playing Topgolf on a draft visit.
Interesting. Well, we have been we're way past time. I've done terrible with time. I'll tell you about that later. We got a great Hardwood segment today. I got some really funny stories.
You
brought some wood today?
I did. One that I'm really excited about.
We got some good wood today. We got Zach Boyd talking NBA, but on the other side, it's Dustin Starr talking a little wrestling right here on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet piquilla peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finish with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Carol. She's more focused on hitting a high note than the car in front of her. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Mid-South! Discover your new ride at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You want it? We Gossett with 2024 Kia Forte LXS. 41 MPG Highway, $199 a month, $34.99 due at signing. How about 2023 Kia EV6 Wind, rear-wheel drive, $249 a month. Plus, Gossett Kia's got 2024 Telluride LX front-wheel drive, $369 a month. Both $39.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease. And you'll always find peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So stop what you're doing and call Bobby J, because he's ready to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition B, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, Forte RE756 120, MSRP 22,320, EV6 P56 03393, MSRP 50,200, Telluride RG5 1041, MSRP 37,935, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2024, dealer stock only.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day, everybody, man. NBA playoffs. Well, the play-in tournament has started. So, damn it. Though the level of basketball, it is playoff basketball. These teams are fighting for their damn lives. And it's a lot of fun. We got two games tonight. Heat and the 76ers is going to be an awesome basketball game. Like, I am fired up for some Heat 76ers. I like the 76ers. I like them a lot. Now, the Hawks and the Bulls, I don't have a feel for. I can tell you right now, I'll be playing in-line. I love the in-line gambling. Love it. You could just see on the Warriors' face that they were done. They were ready to go on vacation and get away from each other as the Kings beat the brakes off of them. But now it's time to switch gears just a little bit because we're going to talk about some wrestling with the man himself, Dustin Starr. What's up, Dustin?
Yo, it is show week. We've got back-to-back coming up this weekend. We finished up the Grizz season. Redbirds are rocking and rolling. What more could you ask for, Johnny?
Man, let's see. How about $5 million?
$5 million would be a good addition. So if you do get that, just
I
cut
will
your boy
be
in a little
calling
bit.
You, man. We will be partying.
Just cut me in just a little.
Got you. You're gonna get your Maria new rock or something. By the way,
Heck yeah.
man, I do have to ask you. So you've got you're busy as all get out right now, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, man, I feel a little bit relieved that, and don't get me wrong, I love doing the Grizzly season, but those are mandatory. I cannot miss those. I wouldn't miss one of those for the world. There's so many baseball games that it's okay if I miss a baseball game here or there. So it's still very busy, but I feel like a little bit of pressure has come off. and the reason I say that is because we do training on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then we also have other shows that are popping up all the time. And, you know, if there's a Grizz game on the same day, then I got a little bit of a problem because I can't be two places at once. But, yeah, man, it's super busy. We've got shows coming up on Friday or on Saturday and then on Sunday. And then we have a watch party Sunday night. So, man, yeah.
This is about to be right because you're going to be out of town on 4/20. You're going to be over at in North Little Rock, aren't you?
I can't wait. Yeah, actually, the work that we did with the Memphis Redbirds last year, the Arkansas Travelers saw it. You know, another minor league baseball team out in North Little Rock, and yeah, we'll be up there. So we've got an early setup. It's pretty cool that it's a 4:05 first pitch, and then of course, you know, there will be a wrestling theme for the entire day, but then have post game matches with some of our top stars that you see on our television show. So it'll be our first time in Little Rock. And I think it's super cool because Little Rock has historically been like our second highest, you know, where we sell tickets other than Memphis. It's our second top city. And Kapow Comics is out there in Sherwood. Kay Toomer, the Memphis Heritage Champion, he lives out in Little Rock, so it's kind of a homecoming for him. So, yeah, we got the game coming up on Saturday.
Man, that is going to be a lot of fun. And then you said Sunday. Who you got on Sunday?
Man, so from Dark Side of the Ring, Buff Bagwell is coming back to Memphis Wrestling. And also, Johnny, I know wrestling fans will really appreciate this, but, you know, we saw Buff's old tag team partner, Scotty Riggs, recently make a return to the ring. And also, he was on Dark Side of the Ring. And these two guys were telling old stories and just, like, in tears talking about the trials and tribulations and, you know, different struggles that they've had, but it brought them back together. So I've actually been negotiating and talking about dates and stuff with Buff's old tag partner, Scotty Riggs. So Scotty actually might be with Buff this Sunday in Memphis. And I'm like shocked. This is going to be so cool.
Wait a second. Like just chilling in Memphis or with you at the Wrestle Center?
Well, I mean, come on now. Scotty Riggs is coming to Memphis Wrestling with Buff Daddy Bagwell, and I'm sure he's going to appear. Maybe have to whoop up on somebody, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know. I was just saying, maybe he was going to be in town for the World Wing Fest that's downtown or something.
Well, these guys are former tag team champions. They were called the American Males. The American Males. American Males. That's the song. But yeah, so it was like actually unheard of that Scotty Riggs was getting back in the ring, and you know, you just have to see the Dark Side of the Ring and the whole story and everything.
Have you
but
seen
these guys
it?
are
Have
back
you
together.
seen the Buff Bagwell Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. There's a lot of stuff on there that
I mean, like the stuff
that
with
I
his
didn't know.
father. Like
I know,
like that was the craziest thing I think. Period. If you haven't seen this is you watch this, you won't even believe it. I mean, it is.
Yeah, he almost had to kill his dad.
Yeah, dude,
Like, it's the craziest story, and I've known Buff for quite a while, and of course I was a big Buff Bagwell NWO fan growing up, so I felt like I knew, you know, all the stories and rumors and gossip and everything, but then you watch Dark Side of the Ring, it's like, whoa, wait a second, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
also, though, like, you know, he had a job that I thought I wanted to have when I was growing up.
I talked to him about that.
The male escort job?
Yeah, gigolo. I said, man, I thought that was a work. Like, I thought it was fake. I thought that was, like, part of your wrestling persona. And he's like, nah, brother, I kind of fell on hard times, and I had to be a gigolo.
Dude,
I'm like, what?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Buff has got a hell of a story. And y'all can come see him. Tell him how they can get the tickets, what's going to happen, what you got going on down there on Sunday.
On Sunday, okay, so you got to, I'm telling you, get your tickets right now. Use the code BUFF at checkout. You'll save $5. It's going to be sold out. So don't try to walk up to the door and get a ticket there. I'm telling you, don't wait, because if you go to the ticket map right now, you're going to see that there's not many seats left at all. So
probably looking at getting a box seat, which are cool because you got like a little shelf there. But then also we have our bleacher seats. Like I said, general admission's $10. Use that code word Buff at checkout. You'll get in for $5. It's going to be packed. Buff Bagwell is making his first appearance since his Dark Side of the Ring. That's a very, very popular television show. I know people are going to be bringing memorabilia and all that kind of stuff.
Go watch it before you go on Sunday. I mean, I want you to watch this. Watch this. It is out of control, amazing. Watch it, and then go watch him wrestle on Sunday. It'll be amazing. Oh, my gosh.
Yep. He recently had some surgery and all that kind of stuff, so there's some cool stories that we're going to tell with this. It's going to be really good, very interactive with the fans. 12:30 to 1:30 is the VIP meet and greet. 1:45 we ring the bell, and then we usually are out of there by like 4:15. I think Buff's going to hang around and do a live podcast there. He's got a pretty popular podcast now where he tells some of those stories from Dark Side of the Ring. But, you know, the Memphis Heritage champion, Kay Toomer, will be in the house. The gun show is going to be there. Mackenzie Morgan, the women's champion, so much more. It's just going to be a loaded card. You're not going to want to miss it. That's this Sunday. And then, of course, we've got immediately following that, we're going to be heading out to Dave & Buster's and watching the AEW Dynasty. And you know, that's a $60 pay-per-view all day long. So if you come out there to Dave & Buster's, you watch absolutely free. So I'll have free game cards as well. I'll have a couple of game cards out at the Wrestle Center during the show that I'm going to give away, and then we'll give away the rest of them there at Dave & Buster's. But play free games, watch free wrestling, and I don't know about you, but I'm going to have 100 ounces of beer sitting on the table. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, you get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. That's memphiswrestling.tv. Go get it right there right now. Get your tickets and have a Sunday fun day with Dustin Starr, Buff Bagwell. One quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like with all the P. Diddy stuff going on, Puff Daddy, do they still call him Buff Daddy, or did he kind of nip that?
Well, they do call him Buff Daddy, but I saw somewhere where somebody was making fun of him and called him B. Diddy.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no, we can't
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. By the way, that Puff Daddy stuff pretty crazy, ain't it?
Man, you know, like, I don't trust anything that the internet says, right? First and foremost, like when the Vince McMahon stories hit, you know, the P. Diddy stories hit, I'm like, okay, I'm not saying this isn't true. I'm saying what parts of it are true. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, Twitter will take something and they will just... So you actually, you know, you have to kind of just wait and say, all right, well, the news said that this happened. The stories are so outlandish that you're like, wait, what? You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Oh,
and
yes,
especially when you go on the Twitter, because they make up a lot of stuff on Twitter anyway. And I'm not talking about like in this particular subject, but you know, I see stuff all the time where this is incorrect, you know, where they're fact-checking all this stuff. But this P. Diddy stuff is unreal. Like, did this guy skip town and go out somewhere? Like, where is he? Where did he run off to? Why can't we get him? You know?
It is. It's just absolutely wild. But it's going to be wild in Arkansas on Saturday in North Little Rock at the Travelers. It's wrestling night with the Arkansas Travelers. Head on over. If you're in Little Rock, go check out that. And then don't forget... Man. Make sure Sunday that you are going to be having a hell of a lot of fun because the Wrestle Center Buff Daddy is in the house. Then you have Dynasty, but you have to help me out. I don't know what AEW Dynasty is. What are we talking about? What's going on at Dave & Buster's, and what are you going to be watching?
It's a new pay-per-view. So this is the you know, AEW is relatively new. There's about 3 years old or whatever.
I know what
WWE
AEW is. I know what that is. I just don't know what Dynasty is.
Well, just like WWE has SummerSlam and WrestleMania and Royal Rumble and all these things, Dynasty is another pay-per-view name that they just came up with. So it's the first one that they've had. They're expanding their pay-per-views a little bit. I think they were doing 3 or 4 a year. They've increased that. So this is one that's brand new, and they've got some new stars that have just signed with the company that are going to be competing on this. So the cards actually, you know, all the AEW cards are actually loaded. Their roster is so good, but it's just a new pay-per-view. It's the first time that this one's ever happened, and they've got some marquee matches. Like we might see Swerve Strickland win his first world title over Samoa Joe, which would be like historic because that would mean that AEW has their first African-American world champion. Swerve Strickland wins his first ever world title, which is huge. He left WWE in the NXT and went over to AEW, bet on himself, and now here he is working on... he actually signed the contract a couple of weeks ago on TV in his own blood, which was a pretty interesting scene. You know, he put the pen up to his face, and signed the contract in blood. So he means business. So
dang.
Good time.
Now,
yeah.
All right. So who are some of the stars that we're going to see at Dynasty?
Dynasty, Samoa Joe's the world champion. Also, you've got the Young Bucks going against FTR for the World Tag Team titles. Lots of controversy with that because last week on AEW, they actually aired footage of CM Punk beating up one of their wrestlers in the locker room, which was crazy. And then it involved FTR and the Young Bucks and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of drama with AEW and involving that tag team match. Who else is wrestling? I think Hook is on the show. I don't have the card in front of me, but it's going to be a good one. And I do expect that Swerve Strickland will more than likely win the world title. You know, and anytime you have the title change hands, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal, man. That is a big deal, man. All right, man. So we got all kinds of wrestling going on. So we're Dave and Buster's on Sunday night in the afternoon. We're down at the Wrestle Center. Speaking of the Wrestle Center, though, by the way, we haven't mentioned this in a while. Like, if you want to get into wrestling, you got to tell the people how they can actually learn how to become one of these superstars.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, man. For the last 3 weeks, we have 3 new trainees. It's very easy. They go to WrestleCenter901.com. It has all the schedule. We train twice a week, so Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 8. You can actually register right there on the website, WrestleCenter901.com. I had somebody the other day that sent their deposit. I had no idea who it was. Sight unseen. They had seen enough. They watched the show. They went to the website. They're like, I'm in. I had to follow up with these folks and say, hey, what is your name? How old are you? Where do you live? Just to get all the basic information. And I said, all right, I'll see you on Wednesday. And her name is Star, and she's 25 years old, brand new trainee at the Wrestle Center. Been through a couple of sessions already, and she's loving it. And so, 3 new trainees in the last 3 weeks. I don't know if it has something to do with WrestleMania or maybe the weather getting better.
The weather, everything.
Tax season, whatever the case may be. Yeah, we're enrolling right now, and there's a lot of opportunity. Some of the trainees I'm telling now, like, hey, we're going to the Arkansas Travelers game. You guys are going to be wrestling that at some point. So keep in mind, all these events that we're doing, eventually it will be you in the ring. It'll be the people watching you perform, and they just get fired up about it, especially if you go to the Wrestle Center one time. And I like to say, even if you're not a wrestling fan and you just see these people going crazy, you're like, wow, this is fun. I might not be a wrestling fan, but this is a lot of fun. These people are going nuts.
Man, it is a lot of fun. Buff Daddy's going to be in the house this Sunday, man. Dustin, thank you so much for all your time, as always. I hope you have a wonderful hump day. And I know you're going to be busy, so get some rest on Monday.
Yeah, we got some baseball coming up. I think next week is the next homestand. I'm going to be doing a lot of those too, Johnny, so make sure you let me know when you're out there.
Oh, I will.
I'll be doing a lot of those games.
I'll bring Mitch with me again, and I'm sure he'll beat me with whatever little silly competition y'all put us in, because he always
we'll get
beats
something.
Me. Hey, man, take care, Dustin.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you, guys.
That is Dustin Starr. Follow him on Twitter at Dustin Starr with 2 R's. Go to the Wrestle Center. You can get the tickets. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is go to MemphisWrestling.tv.
John, I have another Jonte Porter update.
Jonte Porter, if you don't know who that is former Raptor, former Grizzly, former basketball player, and still brother of Michael Porter Jr. of the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, unless he just disowns him tonight after his game. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Because it's going to be asked. After the game tonight, whether or whenever the game is.
Not till next
Saturday.
week.
Saturday, right. But they'll do a press conference before then, right? So it'll be in the next couple of days. I'm sure the media will talk to him. First question is about his brother. What if he just disowns him? I don't know that guy. He's not my brother anymore.
Man,
wouldn't that be something?
What are you talking about? That's my mom and dad's kid. That ain't my brother.
Then he'd be former brother of Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, and what was the update? I already forgot.
Because I didn't tell you the update.
Oh,
I just told you I had an update. Part of the findings found that Jonte Porter bet parlays, multi-game NBA parlays on his associates' account that included the Raptors losing while he was a part of the Raptors.
Damn.
So he was betting against his own team. How about that?
I mean, it's a smart bet if you can influence the game, but when you
so.
get caught...
Because that's the thing. That's the thing everyone.
Do the crime, pay the time.
That's right. That's the thing everyone says about Pete Rose is like he was betting on his teams to win. So it's like he had so much
Do you actually believe that?
I don't know, but that's what people say.
We don't have any electronic records because this was before we had electronics, and dude was just calling a bookie and they weren't tapping phones. Like, no, that's what he said.
Sure, that's what he said.
Do you trust a consummate liar?
Look,
they say that
take man for his word.
Oh, okay.
On the other side, though, we know Jonte bet against this team. That's way worse.
We do know that Jonte did bet against the team because there are
crazy.
Records. That's what everybody was worried about. Who's going to be the first idiot to bet against his own team?
Jonte Porter. Come on down.
Jonte Porter. Man, I wish I could remember who it was that said this, though. There was one other thing I wanted. They were talking about Pete Rose, and it was one of the real big baseball guys. And it wasn't like Tim Kirchin, but it was like, one of the big guys up there. And he's like, look, I've had to deal with Pete Rose on probably 30 separate occasions. I can honestly say he's the worst human being I've ever met in my entire life. Most self-absorbed, delusional, arrogant, disgusting human being. And I was like, damn. Yikes. But then he did close, even though he's such a disgusting, despicable human being. When he dies, I still think he should be then put into the Hall of Fame.
Look at him. Hey, why
he
not?
is the hits king.
Sure, he is.
He is the hits king. Hey, tell the history. We still talk about it.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to take a quick time out. Don't forget, we got Hardwood for It Feels So Good. We got Zach Boyd coming in to break down the NBA playoff games tonight. Don't touch that. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
You've been having a good time at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Olive Branch. Soon you'll be having a good time at a brand new Mugshots. Mugshots Grill and Bar is opening their first Tennessee location at 656 West Poplar in Collierville, where you can try one of Mugshots' 19 specialty burgers, including the Mugshot Burger. Finish it in 12 minutes and it's free, plus you get a free t-shirt. So cheers to great food, good drinks, and fun company at Mugshots Grill and Bar, where you're always having a good time.
All 650 acquisition V, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE756 120, MSRP 22,320, EV6 P56 03393, MSRP 50,200. Telluride RG5 1041, MSRP 37,935. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2024. Dealer stock only. Hey, Jeff Allen, what's happening over there at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah Wonderland?
Randy, we are making magic on Mount Moriah. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, 41 MPG Highway, $199 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2023 Kia EV6 Win, $249 a month, and a 2024 Telluride LX front-wheel drive, $369. Both $39.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease.
And 0% for 48 months on 2024 EV9, and always get peace of mind with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
So get over there, Gossett Kia South, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com.
You don't have to be an executive to enjoy the Executive Happy Hour at 117 Prime, Memphis's premier downtown dining destination, but you'll feel like one. From 4 to 6 in the afternoon, Tuesday through Saturday, find your way to the bar at 117 Prime, because that's where the Executive Happy Hour happens. And enjoy $1.50 Gulf oysters, $4 domestic beers, $7 house wines, and $7 cocktails, a daiquiri, an old-fashioned, a margarita, or a martini, and soak up the atmosphere at 117 Prime like a big shot.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Hernando, Little Rock, and Cleveland, Mississippi specializes in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo Lights, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Hump Day, baby. Yeah. By the way, a little sidebar. I had a weird day today.
It's only not even noon yet.
I know, but
it's already been a weird day.
It's been a extremely
not even
weird
just a
day.
weird morning.
So somehow I got up this morning, and I don't ever wake up on my own to go to go do my yoga. Because I take sleeping pills because I can't ever go to sleep. So I took a sleeping pill last night. And then I go to sleep, and then my little alarm goes off. And then I wake up this morning, though, and I wake up by myself, and I look over, and it's still like 6:30 in the morning. And I'm like, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, damn, I woke up by myself. I'm like a big boy. Damn, am I going to have to up my sleeping pills? That sucks. So I get up, do my normal stuff. All the clocks that are in my house are saying the same time. Now, I don't look at my phone. I know a lot of people think that's weird. I just don't ever look at my phone. I don't even look at it very often. Dacus can explain this to you.
Yeah.
I use it the most when I'm actually here for these 2 hours. I love to put it in a drawer and disappear. I miss the days where you could leave the house and nobody could call you and bother you because you're actually talking to other people. But anyway, I went to yoga. Class was different. Didn't think anything of it. Just different teacher, lady doing class. You know what I'm saying? I leave. I decide, I'm going to go across the street to Crunch real quick, hop in the sauna, kind of get some of these toxins out of me. I head over there to do that. I'm glad when I got in my car that I did have my phone in there because I got 10 missed calls from Chaz. I'm like, what the hell? I call her back. I'm like, what's up, babe? She's like, where the hell are you? I go, what do you mean? I'm just leaving the gym. She goes, do you know it's 10:30?
Oh, jeez.
I thought it was 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
So if you're watching you can't see my pants, but I got my workout clothes on the bottom.
You came straight here.
Came straight here from that joint. Yeah. So that's a weird, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of
weird morning.
That's kind of weird. But you know what else is kind of weird?
What's that?
So I announced yesterday that Mugshot's grand opening
That's right.
is on April 25th.
Mm-hmm.
But guess where I was yesterday?
Where?
I was at Mugshot's.
Really?
I was eating, drinking, having a good time. They got 45 TVs at the new Mugshots at 656 West Poplar. And yes, the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, the real deal Holyfield is on April 25th. But guess what? They had a soft opening on Saturday and Sunday, and they opened up the doors on Tuesday, and you can go there right now and have an amazing burger. I got the Big Kahuna burger. They got over 19 specialty burgers. They got some amazing burgers. You can build your own burger. The Big Kahuna burger, you've seen Pulp Fiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know when my man Samuel L. Jackson is talking all that trash to those kids, and he's like, they didn't pay him and he blasts them. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
And he's like, that must be a tasty burger. What is it? A Big Kahuna burger. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Great scene in a movie. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, where the hell have you been? But I got their Big Kahuna burger, teriyaki sauce, hickory smoked bacon, grilled pineapple slices, lettuce, and tomato, and it was fire. And that's what the Big Kahuna burger was in that movie. They also, of course, everybody loves the breakfast burger. Bacon, fresh fried egg, melted American cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. Oh, they got a mac and cheese burger, Texas burger, a guacamole burger's out of control. Hickory smoked bacon, Swiss cheese, fried onion strings, guacamole, lettuce and tomato. Their sandwiches, their pastas, their mini mugs. check out Mugshots. And again, 45 televisions. There's not a place that you can stand where you can't see a couple beautiful brand new TVs. Like when the games are on, that's where you need to be. Plus, they have the best happy hour around. You can get half-price monster draft beers of Yuengling, Michelob Ultra, Coors Light, Bud Light. How you like me now? That's right. And then they have $3 starters. You can get their Mugshots queso dip. You can get their Davis dill pickles, or sliced dill pickles, hand-battered and deep-fried. They got a little comeback sauce with them. Their Blanken shrooms. They got fried mushrooms, $3. Their Kate's Kickin' Chicken, $3. 2 to 6 Monday through Friday. When my show's over, why don't you head on over to Mugshots? It's the old O'Charlie's out in Collierville. Check them out. They're always having a good time. Now, we're going to take a quick time out because on the other side, we got Zach Boyd, and guess what we're going to be doing? We're breaking down the NBA. We'll talk about what we saw last night. We're going to break down what we think is going to happen tonight. We'll talk about the Grizzlies, what they're going to do in the offseason. And what'd you think about Ryan Silverfield, man? There's some stuff going on with this Tiger team this year. Should be pretty awesome. In fact, I expect it to be, not going out on a limb here, a much better football season than it was a basketball season. Don't you dare touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor from Case IH, the Farmall, to help them make short work of their demanding chores. Well, Mid-South Ag can show you they aren't just for farms anymore. With horsepower ranging from 30 to 105, plus an army of attachments, they can tackle every chore on your to-do list, from hauling and mowing to loading and towing and then some. Stop by Mid-South Ag Equipment or call 662-890-3141 to find a Case IH Farmall that's right for you.
Hey Mid-South, get to Gossett Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event and get thunderstruck with 43 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett for $18,960 or $269 a month, or hit the open road in your 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We Gossett $28,350 or $379 a month, and adventure starts with 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE. We Gossett $32,765 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, online 24/7 at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 84 months Mirage RH 005921 MSRP 19460, Eclipse RZO 342249 MSRP 29350, Outlander RZO 43754 MSRP 33765, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park, we got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand-dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
I just one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Hanging out with Brian Dacus all day long. It is a hump day, and it's a beautiful hump day. Won 2 basketball games last night. Technically all 4 bets that I placed. Told y'all to take the Lakers. Told you to take the Kings on the money line. Told you. Hopefully you did it because both of them hit. Hopefully I can give you 2 more winners tonight, and we will be rocking and firing. But the inline betting is, I think, the greatest thing that's ever happened. You could just see in the second half the defeat on the Warriors' faces. Clay couldn't hit nothing to save his life. Dre ain't got it left. Rui can't do it. I mean, no, it's just like that team. I'm sorry, the dynasty is not completely dead, but it's not going to be a championship team no more. But congratulations to the Warriors for that great 10 years. They were first in points. They were first in wins. They had 4 championships. Like, man, a great run, but we have now seen that thing die. And the cool thing that we saw was Big Brother got knocked out by Little Brother. That was fun, watching the Kings take care of it. A shorthanded Kings team. Now the Kings are going to play the Pelicans as the Lakers took care of business down in New Orleans last night. And we're so lucky because we're going to talk NBA in the segment. And we got Zach Boyd in the house. What up, Zach?
What's up, Johnny?
Man, just chilling, watching a little basketball, living life, having a lot of fun, gambling, winning money. Been very good lately. It's been a nice run. Hopefully we can continue it. Before we talk about anything about last night, I got to ask you this because I said this a couple weeks ago. 76ers are the second best team in the East. When Embiid came back, and if he can stay healthy, they get in the play-in game. You don't want to run into them into the tournament. And I'm telling you right now, 76ers and the deadgum Boston Celtics might be meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals. Am I crazy? Can they get past the Heat tonight, or do you think the Heat can get the 76ers? Do you like what? Are you with me? Do you think that this team is just ready?
What, the Sixers are ready?
I think that they're ready. I think the East sets up great for them too. I mean,
if they win tonight,
they play New York with no Julius Randle.
Yeah, it sets up nicely for them.
Does.
It sets up really nice because then you play the winner. Like you said, You play the Knicks.
You play the Knicks.
And
you
then,
win tonight, you get the Knicks, and they don't. And listen, I love Jalen Brunson, and he's a madman. But this is a shorthanded Knicks team, and I don't know how they're going to handle Embiid. And without Randall, they're just too shorthanded. Yes, they're the second best team in the regular season, but playoff basketball is just different, and we saw that last night. I think the 76ers and the Boston Celtics are on a runaway course. I don't trust the Bucks, the Cavs. I mean, I don't believe. Am I putting too much faith in the 76ers? Have I lost my mind?
I think you are, but I mean it's warranted because we've discussed it. Everybody has discussed it that when the Sixers are a good team when Embiid is back on the floor.
Yeah, and they've won 8 straight too.
And you can just tell, you can see the confidence of the guys around when Embiid is back on the floor again. So, because again, like I said, Miami might have a case at the end of when it's all said and done. Like Miami, for some strange reason,
Miami scares me because they're Miami and they play playoff basketball. But dude, like, do they have the talent to go up against the 76ers tonight and just get past them?
They could. They could. They do have the talent. I mean, they made the trade acquisition to get Terry Rozier. So they got the
Isn't he banged up?
Is he?
Yeah, Terry Rozier's. I don't
He's
even
hurt?
think he's
he's not
playing.
playing tonight.
Yeah, he's not playing tonight, man.
So
that's one of the main reasons I'm in love with the 76ers tonight.
So bet on Jimmy buckets tonight. He might
go over the total.
He might
Points,
just
rebounds,
do that.
assists, everything.
He might just do that by himself. So, but yeah, I think outside of Boston for sure, the 76ers and the Heat, because you could in theory say they're next in line, and then everyone else is kind of just a toss up.
Man, I think in the line's 5.5 tonight, and again, what they do in Miami is special. But Philadelphia, man, this team, like I remember it was like a week, 10 days ago when they beat the 76ers were just on point and they dropped the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was like a hell of a game. Embiid went out there and did his thing. And again, you got Harris is playing well right now. I mean, Kyle Lowry's old, but damn. Like, I just like this 76ers team a lot. I think they're going to do it. And, man, when you know what? It's addition by subtraction. There's no James Harden there to screw things up, and there's also no Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers is there to screw it up for Milwaukee.
Which is crazy, don't you think? Guy won a championship, and now he's like, nope. Anything he touches, it's going down the other way, in a sense. But yeah, no, I think the 76ers has it. If they ride with Embiid, obviously that's not ideal, but riding with Embiid, get some outside shooting from Maxey, and get another guy, maybe Tobias kind of, settles
Harrison's
into his role.
Well.
Yeah, like you kind of have Tobias kind of settling into his role a little bit. Like in theory, you could say like the 76ers could make it to the Eastern Conference Finals as a 7 seed. Wouldn't be surprised because Boston did that last year. So,
and then the other thing is you got to just think about it. Miami struggles to contain Embiid. Like when they played. I mean, he's averaging over 30 points per game since his comeback, and he's averaging over 30 points when he's playing against them. Kyle Lowry can, hit it. Maxey, Buddy in his teeth. Buddy Hield.
Played
Buddy
most
bringing
NBA
them
games
teams
this year.
Did he really?
84.
Damn, Buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Buddy and his teeth were putting in that work,
sure
bro.
Played 2 more games than any other team played in the regular season.
Yeah, I think
because he got traded.
Yeah, like since about 19 years ago.
Yeah.
He got 84 games.
No, 84 games this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's the most since.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like almost like 19 years ago. I think somebody said. So it's kind of weird. Like that's the thing. It's weird, but hey, kudos to him. He was available for all the games.
Absolutely, good for him.
Because that is hard to do in the NBA these days because of load management and all that stuff. So,
man, Anthony Davis yesterday I found out played 75 basketball games this year. 76 last night.
Street clothes AD.
Man,
proving y'all wrong, baby.
Man, he's playing good though. He's doing his thing. But yeah, man, I'm loving the 76ers tonight. I love him to win. I love him to cover. And I know you can't really look past Miami's playoff pedigree, and you can't just look past Jimmy buckets.
Yeah.
And I think the game will be tight for 3 quarters. But I think in that fourth they pull away. I think they cover the spread easily. I think they win by 8 to 14 points. I think it could be anywhere in between there. I like that. I like it being a very comfortable win and cover by the 76ers. Now, I hope you have a clue, because I can tell you right now, the Atlanta-Chicago game.
Don't care. Don't care.
Yeah, it's like they're going to lose on Friday to the loser of the Heat and the 76ers, no matter what.
No matter.
Like, that's how I feel about it, too. Like, it's just... I don't even, man. The play-in game the play-in tournament. I think is great for a lot of reasons. Again, you got to see Golden State basically, be put down last night. Their dynasty run came to an end. 2014-15 season to now to the 2023-24 season. Decade of dominance and 4 championships. Man, Steph's 36. He can still ball, but Clay ain't got it no more. I don't even know if Kerr's got the piss and vinegar to continue on. It seems like as much.
Hey, and then I've been having questions about Steve Kerr for like the last couple of
seasons. Yeah. So you kind of wonder, man. But the play-in tournament is here. The only game that doesn't really matter is the Chicago-Atlanta game, unless it's for betting purposes.
Now I would say,
and the betting purposes is if you're going to take anybody, would you lean one way or the other?
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I would say, like, Chicago, on the right day, Chicago can give a team fits.
Sure.
On the right day, because
and every day Trae Young gives somebody fits. It could be Chicago fans tonight.
But then again, Trae Young will shoot you out of a game, though.
He will do. That's what I'm saying. He's going to either give the other team fits or he's going to give his own head coach a lot of fits.
Yeah, Kobe White, he has been like a revelation this year for the Bulls. I was like, man, I didn't realize he was balling for real like that. So
and DeRozan is let's be real, he's one of the biggest, most underrated, studs.
Yeah, DeRozan, man. Like you can't leave him out. Obviously they got the 2 bigs. Now if they do win and let's say the 76ers end up losing, they got the bigs to match up with Embiid. Cuz they got Drummond and they got Vucevic. So they got the bigs to match up if that ever comes to play.
That is true.
So,
but did you see Drummond is? Vucevic is a bad mamma jamma though.
Potential future Grizzly Drummond.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
God, I hope not.
Really?
You don't like him?
I don't know, man. Not really.
I mean, I'm not asking Drummond to put a 30 and 20 a night. I'm just saying, hey, give me a
just play a role.
Just baseline double.
Man, it's like I think 3 of the worst plays I've seen this year that I've caught are by him.
But then he did put Chet on his butt though in the middle of the season.
Actually, he did do that. He did
do that. That did happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, by the way, Blake Griffin, speaking of somebody getting put on their butt, I thought it was pretty funny, watching the morning shows. They showed a highlight of Blake Griffin doing the nastiest dunk that I've seen. I mean, you forget how, he was the high-flying freak.
Yeah, he was
when he was with
jumped over a car.
Like with Chris Paul and him were with the Clippers and stuff, they had some nice run. There was a dunk he did on Kendrick Person that was still the nastiest dunk I've ever seen. And, of course, when he was on TV yesterday, they played it 4 times. It was fun. But, man, back to the games. Back to what we saw last night. Now I got to ask you, do you agree with me? The Golden State Warriors, are they done?
Yes.
OV been done?
Yes.
See you, bye-bye?
Yes, because Curry's about to get up to $60 million a season. What? You still got to figure out what you're going to do with Chris Paul. He's, getting, $30 or $40 million. You just signed Draymond to his contract extension.
That's terrible. That's what I was saying. He's going to make a lot of money, but, man, he needs to get up out of there. I feel like Steph, if you can just see his, facial expressions this year and his body language, I think he's just done.
Steph is ready to get up out of here, man. It's just ready. And then you still got to figure out. And then Wiggins signed his contract a couple of years ago. So it's you got a lot of big money contracts on the books. And then
this was the highest paid team this year too.
Yeah.
This
then
is the highest paid team ever to be knocked out in the play-in game.
Yeah, and then on top of that, again,
by your little brother, not even at your house in Sacramento. Like this is a rough one.
Yeah. And then you add in the fact that like we mentioned before with Steve Kerr, like, hey, I'm like, Steve Kerr, like, hey, sir, like, you're not making the right adjustments, because he has been in little scuffles with Jonathan Kuminga early in the year. Like, it's like sitting Moses Moody for most of the year just didn't make sense to me.
Moses Moody.
Considering that you don't have enough athleticism in your lineup. But okay, sure, why not?
And then let's be real, Clay is done.
Yeah.
Clay, according to D, could not hit an elephant's ass with an ironing board.
Well, that's very specific.
That is good.
By the way, that is specific.
Very visual imaging.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but if you can't even hit an elephant's ass with an ironing board, you can't hit
what
jack.
can you hit?
What can you
point.
hit? I'm telling you, I like that. Thank you, dude. And what else was I? Speaking of elephants, did y'all see that elephant running through Montana the other day?
Yeah,
no,
like
missed
circus
that.
elephant?
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, like somehow a circus elephant escaped and was running down the streets of Montana with the people. Like, if you're sitting in your car in traffic at the light and you see an elephant running at you, I'm telling you right now, I would
pinch myself.
I would
sure
look
I'm not
like
sleeping.
I would look like Daniel Jones at New York Giants when it looked like he pooped himself when he was asking if he should be the starting quarterback.
Well, I mean, the elephant thought to himself, like, well, it's a nice day in Montana. Like, let's go out.
Out for a jog.
Let's go walk around and talk to the people,
Out
man.
of all,
That's all.
No. Let me tell you something. If you're an elephant, out of all the states in the country that you might not want to run around, is Montana, because everybody in Montana has guns to shoot big game. Like
So you're going to kill an elephant in the States?
No, I'm just saying. You're like, dude, you roll up on a truck in Montana. You know there's going to be like 7 rifles in the back of that damn truck. Like, I'm just saying, if you think he's going to get you, I'm just saying, if you're an elephant, don't run around in like Montana.
Good advice to all the elephants out there.
That's the most likely place you're going to get shot in the United States.
Well, in his mind, he's a human because he's been traveling around with humans. So he just felt like he just want to walk around with
Or, you know what? Don't run around in Memphis either. You might get shot here, too.
I doubt it.
I don't think a lot of people have rifles here. Like, them little pistols ain't going to do nothing.
I think knowing us, we'll try to befriend the elephant.
What do you do if you're like a law enforcement and you get a call saying they need you because there's a loose elephant on the run?
That's when you don't answer your radio. I'd be like, you're not coming.
I mean, there's really no way to like do anything.
Like,
You
get
just
the
kinda
horses? Like,
I don't know what you do.
Maybe the horses can negotiate on their behalf. You know, the whole animal telepathic type of thing.
Maybe, I don't know. This is wild. I just pulled up the video.
Yeah, get the canines, get the horses, let them.
Somebody at that damn at the circus is getting fired. I can tell you that
Honestly.
much. Can tell you that much.
That happened here once. Some animal got loose.
elephant
Not an
ate-
elephant.
I was gonna say no
But
elephant
when the
didn't run
Delta
around.
Fair was here, like some animal got loose and was like running down Germantown Parkway or something like that. I remember that happened a couple years ago.
901-360-8255. Hit me up at the Sissies Log Cabin or text in the listener line and let me know if that's
I think it
true.
might have just been like a horse or a cow, but still, it was like on the loose, running up and down.
I know there was a naked man running down Germantown that one time. Do y'all remember that?
No.
Huh.
That was like a big story that day. I
remember there was a naked guy on some of the walking
Dude was
trails
running
in
down
Germantown.
Farmington
He was
Boulevard.
exposing himself to people.
Well, no, this dude was stark
I see.
naked. Like there
I
wasn't a
see.
stitch of clothing, and he's just running down the street.
Missed that.
Yeah,
You were vibing, boy.
I guess so. Some sort of vibe.
By the way, that just proves, reminds me, like, the dude running naked down in Germantown. Like, you don't think that'd be Germantown, do you?
No.
Like, you could see like a naked man running down anywhere in Memphis. Like, remember that time I told you that I had that one horrible situation happen where I had to run naked to my house?
Yeah, I do remember
I
that.
don't remember that.
It's a story. It's an all-fair story.
I have definitely run naked once through downtown
Someone
Memphis.
texted and said a kangaroo escaped the Memphis Zoo once.
I do remember that.
Interesting.
I'll tell you one thing, out of all animals, I'd be more scared of a kangaroo than I would be an elephant.
Sure.
Elephants
100%.
seemed very, very nice. A kangaroo,
Them things
they fight you.
sturdy.
Like, you
Yeah.
ever seen a nut? Like,
sturdy.
they box folks.
Well, have you
They
been?
kick you with their feet.
Have you been to the kangaroo exhibit at the zoo?
No, I have not.
There is nothing between you and the kangaroos. Just a bunch of a gap of land. They're just chilling under trees.
No, there's got to be like some invisible fencing.
Maybe.
Like, say something.
But there's nothing between. I could walk up to that kangaroo if I wanted to.
And then you'd get punched in the face.
I know it, but I'm just saying, there's not. If I remember correctly, there's like nothing in between. There might be like something for them, but like.
He said, "Disrespect my hood if you want."
Right. The emus are locked up though. Now, the emus, as kind and cuddly as they make them sound on that one commercial, these things are vicious.
Yeah.
By the way,
Lemu the emu.
Yeah, but I would never get insured by Lemu the emu. I would make sure I get the best protection.
And Doug.
You know who the best protection is?
Who's that?
That's Bob Simpson, homie. It doesn't matter if you're on the field, on the road, or at the zoo. You might need a little extra protection, it sounds like, if you go to the zoo. But Bob Simpson at State Farm, he can buckle you up with auto insurance, back you up with life insurance. He can cover your business, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing. And don't forget to insure your home, no matter if you're an owner or renter. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Bob Simpson today, 901-381-1233. Or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. Ryan Silverfield going to make the playoff? We'd
love
dancing?
to.
We going dancing?
We love to.
Dude, like
they
right
got
now,
a chance.
They got a great chance. Got your quarterback back. You got depth on defense. You got speed on the outside. Good offensive line. Schedule looks light. Please. This is playoffs or bust, bro.
Yeah. No, I did. When they dropped the schedule, I was like, it's actually kind of favorable. Like, you take care of business. Like I don't know how good Navy is this upcoming year, but I know
very good.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say, because I know the last couple of years they haven't been that good. So, hey, like it's on the table for them. It's as simple as that. It's on the table. Like it's whether or not the players want it that bad.
Spring games this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Are you fired up?
Saturday night, was it Saturday night?
Saturday
stripes?
afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, 3
Saturday.
o'clock.
Yeah,
We've
moved
have
from
the same ring.
We moved
to
from
it.
Friday night stripes to Saturday afternoon
Partiness.
Sure.
I just don't like the fact that it's on 420 because nobody's going to be there. I don't think the Ryan Silverfield knows what 420 is.
So what they're gonna do?
Probably
They're gonna.
Can I just tell you something? Everybody's going to be at World Wing
That's
Fest on 420 at River Garden Park downtown.
Right.
I mean, I hate to say it, that's where I'm going to be because there's no way in hell I'm going to go watch the spring game, even though I think the Memphis Tigers could be the highest ranked team in the now Power 4 and go to a bowl, like go to the college football playoff. I love them. But having it on 420 when World Wing Fest is going on.
Go early in the day.
Man, heck no, because the daytime is when you need to be at World Wing Fest. We got over 60 teams competing for $10,000 in cash prizes. There's 2 stages with music. It's going to be partying. There's drinking. There's wings. There's a wing eating contest. And you can get your tickets at worldwingfest.com right now. Go to worldwingfest.com. And the best thing about enjoying your 420 this Saturday down at River Garden Park for the 22nd Annual World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival is all the proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House. You heard that correct. And you know, everybody knows about St. Jude. But if you don't know about the Ronald McDonald House, they do a lot to help the families of the children who are at St. Jude. When these kids come from all over the country, all over the world, they come here and they get the treatment that they need to fight pediatric cancer. But these kids also need to be around the people that love them and be with their families. The Ronald McDonald House puts them up, doesn't charge them a thing, and helps them be around their children, their families around their children that they love, their children around the families that they need to help their support while they're fighting this terrible disease. Ronald McDonald House is awesome. So go get your tickets, help out the Ronald McDonald House by going to worldwingfest.com and have a damn good time downtown doing it. Zach! I hope you have a wonderful weekend, brother.
Oh, likewise.
I meant to ask you, do you like the country singer Colby Rogers?
Colby Rogers? Who's the
new Tigers?
Our new
edition.
Tiger basketball player.
State. He says he sounds like
sounds like a country
singer.
Let's hear a little country Colby Rogers now.
Yeah,
Come up to the stage.
He's solid. Like I think he'll be a great player to kind of have just in case if the offense goes stalled. You can just say, all right, Colby,
hit a three.
Just knocking down a couple of threes, kind of get the offense going. You know. Kind of primed the engine a little bit, you could say. All
right, man. Zach, dude, be blessed. We'll do it again next week, but we're going to be back on our regular schedule time on Tuesday. Thank you for being so flexible with me, by the way.
Yeah. It kind of threw me off this morning. I was like, all right, I'm finna get ready to go home. It's like,
No, you gotta hang out with Johnny.
Gotta hang out with Johnny just a little bit longer. But no, like, it's always great to talk to you, man.
Man, thank you very much. We're going to be back in 2 shakes. I got some great hardwood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Springtime is hot wing time, and time for the ultimate hot wing showdown at the World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival. Be there Saturday, April 20th at Memphis River Garden Park on Riverside Drive. See over 60 teams fighting for hot wing supremacy, along with live blues, soul, and rock and roll. All in support of the Ronald McDonald House. It's a sizzling day of fiery flavors, live music, and family fun, and you're invited. It's hot wing time in Memphis. Get your tickets now at worldwingfest.com. This is your delicious chance to make a difference.
Hey Mid-South, get to Gossett Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event and get thunderstruck with 43 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett for $18,960 or $269 a month, or hit the open road in your 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We Gossett $28,350 or $379 a month, and adventure starts with 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE. We Gossett $32,765 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, online 24/7 at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 84 months Mirage RH 005921 MSRP 19460, Eclipse RZO 342249 MSRP 29350, Outlander RZO 43754 MSRP 33765, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
As the seasons change, so does the need for reliable home comfort. It's time to turn to the experts with Choates, where your family's comfort is our top priority. Right now, Choates is making it easier than ever to upgrade your home's climate control with our exceptional Carrier systems. There's never been a better time to enhance your comfort. Select from incredibly low monthly payments, 36 months no interest financing, or choose our $1,650 Cool Cash rebate instead and lower the upfront cost on select Carrier systems. It's not just savings, it's cool cash in your pocket. Low monthly payments, no interest financing, or cool cash rebates? Whatever you choose, you're choosing quality, reliability, and the trusted service of Choates. Call us today at 347-8086 or visit ChoatesHVAC.com to learn more about these incredible savings. But hurry, these deals are as fleeting as a cool breeze on a hot day. Choates, let our family serve your family.
Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it, the price of everything is going up, and if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
All 650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE756 120, MSRP 22,320, EV6 P56 03393, MSRP 50,200, Telluride RG5 1041, MSRP 37,935, includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2024. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Jeff Allen, what's happening over there at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah Wonderland?
Randy, we are making magic on Mount Moriah. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, 41 MPG Highway, $199 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2023 Kia EV6 Win, $249 a month. And a 2024 Telluride LX front-wheel drive, $369. Both $39.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease.
And 0% for 48 months on 2024 EV9, and always get peace of mind with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
So get over there, Gossett Kia South, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Friday. I mean hump day. Did I say Friday?
You did.
I've been off all day. It's okay.
You sure have.
I mean, I did think it was, at 10:30 this morning. I thought it was 8:30.
Hey, it happens.
Things like that do happen.
Exactly.
Things like that do happen. But we're about to do a little bit of hardwood where some weird stuff is happening. I got some very interesting stories for a little bit of wood for you. And Bryant Dacus even brought some to the table today.
I sure do.
Man, well, I'm going to tell you what you always have to bring to the table when you go to, say, a dinner party. Don't show up empty-handed. Show up with a bottle of Tito's, the best spirit around. Tito's handmade vodka is crafted and distilled in the United States, down in Austin, Texas, 6 times distilled and then distilled in the classic copper pots. And I'm telling you, this stilling in the classic copper pot style that Tito Beverage came up makes it very simple, makes it smooth. Every sip is easy as the last. It gives it slightly sweet with a black pepper note, so it balances literally everything out. You can be crafting a cocktail or just drinking it neat. It's the best spirit. Go get your Tito's on today. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Dacus, you bring wood. I let you go first.
Oh, wow. I get to start. How about that? Okay, so I need to set this up first. John, your former producer would bring in hardwood stories almost daily. But I sat here when I took the helm as your producer and said, you know what? John brings great hardwood stories every day.
Wood.
I want to just get out of the way and listen to the great stories he brings. But there are times where I see stories that I cannot... I just cannot leave out there. I have to bring it to the table, and this one is a local story, so even more of a reason that I have to bring this up.
Is it about the young lady in Playboy?
It is not, no. I
was going to say, she was one of my, she lived in the same building as me down at River Tower. Really sweet young lady.
That's awesome.
Super talented, Elizabeth Sullivan.
Great to hear.
Congratulations.
Shout out, Liz.
She was in the commercial appeal this week.
Wow.
Yeah, very beautiful young lady, and you don't understand
awesome.
how come this is an awesome story. 20 years ago, she was in a car crash that was so bad that she lost her sight in her eye. She broke her face.
Wow.
Her body. She had like 40 broken bones.
Wow.
And now she's 100% back. She's been back. She was actually on my show years ago, like 10 years ago. She does a lot of event coordinating here in Memphis. But yeah, she is the centerfold in Playboy. So congratulations,
That's awesome.
Elizabeth. I'm glad you helped me bring that
That's
up.
awesome. Did you just put in a small hardwood story in my hardwood story?
I did.
All right, I
didn't intend to, but I thought that was the story you were going for.
No, unfortunately, it's not. I saw it yesterday while I was leaving to go home for my break at 1 o'clock. So I literally saw it right after we got off the air yesterday. A Memphis man was arrested after Memphis police say he attempted to rob a gas station with a live snake on Monday.
Actually, are you talking about his third leg or a real snake?
A real live snake.
Like you
Slithery
mean,
snake.
So
yeah.
like he walks in with a snake and says, "Give me your money."
So here's what happened. So this happened Monday. A guy, this guy's 26 years old. Around 2 a.m. on Monday, the man walked into the Shell located on Elvis Presley, shout out to the king, by the way, and made a purchase. About 30 minutes later, he went back to the store and demanded money from the register. The cashier thought he had a weapon because he kept reaching into his clothing. The cashier refused to open the register, and the man left. About 35 minutes later, so we're now talking about a little after 3 a.m. in the morning, he came back into the gas station with a live 5-foot snake wrapped around his neck and carried a green backpack and started to shout at the cashier, "Give me the effing money," while reaching inside of his backpack. Now, I'm telling you, if somebody walks into an establishment I work at with a 5-foot snake, John, I am 6 foot tall. So we're talking about, take my head off, and that's about how long this snake was from the ground. You got that draped around you got everything. I mean, the store is yours. I'm running out of there. I'm getting a new job. I hate snakes. Now, good for the cashier. He stood his ground, said no, pulled out his own weapon.
It was probably a pistol.
And who?
Did he pull out a pistol? Yeah, I'd be more scared of the pistol
the cashier
than the snake.
pulled out a gun.
Because you can shoot the snake and the man.
And called the police.
Well, great restraint by the cashier.
Yeah, so they came, arrested the man.
Is the snake still alive?
Took the snake. I guess so. It'd be a dead snake if it was on my watch. I tell you that right now.
I mean, what do you do when you find a snake?
I have never found
a snake.
Do
you just drop them off in the woods?
Oh, you're saying if you found a snake.
If you're that cop and you're the snake did not try to commit the robbery.
I'm sure there's a wildlife person you call and they come and get it.
Or do you just cut its head off?
Look, here's the thing. If I'm the police officer in that situation, I ain't touching that snake. Somebody else gonna have to touch it. I'm not touching it. Lock the door, let that snake, slither around the gas station until somebody
I know this lady who's handled a lot of snakes in her life. I think I would have probably called her. She would have been fine to come in.
I think so. Just call somebody, because I'm not touching it. I'll tell you that much. John, I can't even, at the zoo, I can't even go to into the snake exhibit, because I am deathly terrified of snakes.
Well, have you ever eaten Jimmy John's? It's not a snake, but it's a foot long.
Yeah, I'm more of a Subway guy. Eat fresh.
Well, I've never eaten Jimmy John's before in my life, but maybe I should. Do you know that Jimmy John's is celebrating 420?
Wow, are they going to have marijuana-infused footlongs?
No, but it says that Jimmy John's is celebrating 420 in style and at a very good price. They acknowledge the unofficial but well-known high holiday as stoners across the world, are smoking a little weed. The sandwich chain says that they're offering a brand new delicious dope dime bag.
Wow.
Now, no marijuana is included. It's bring your own pot. It's a BYO pot situation.
BOIP.
So this is pretty
BYOP.
Cool. You bring your own pot, and then they got a special combo meal package for those who are eager to chow down when you get the munchies. It includes hand-sliced smoked ham, provolone cheese sandwich topped with jalapenos, ranch, extra oregano, basil, sliced pickle, all this good stuff. It gets you some chips. You get a cookie, a pickle spears. You get a gooey fudge chocolate brownie. All of this unbelievable stuff. You get also a special treat. You get a rolling tray.
Wow.
And a crumb catcher.
Huh.
And it's like a Jimmy John's basically Happy Meal for stoners.
How about that?
And guess what? It's literally, since it's a dime bag, do you know how much a dime bag is?
$10.
$10, man. Even with all the inflation today, Jimmy John's is going to give all that away for $10. Now, it's not starting on it's not just for 420. They're doing this special. It started yesterday, and they're running it all the way up until the 21st. So it's when 420 hits midnight, Jimmy John's is done with their dime bag. But, bro, that's a pretty good. You get a rolling tray that says Jimmy John's on it, a crumb catcher. You get a big fat sandwich, chips, a cookie, pickles, and a fudge brownie for $10.
Good deal. I might have to take them up on it.
Now, they said that they're doing this because that they believe that a lot of they believe, this is what the company says, and it's the 4th year they're celebrating this. I couldn't believe this. They said this is an extra special holiday for them and their brand because they believe that a lot of stoners out there order Jimmy John's and have that junk delivered fast.
Because theirs is freaky fast, isn't it?
Freaky fast for 420, man.
Wow, how about that?
It's pretty awesome. damn, dude. Like Jimmy John's is doing some work, bro.
Speaking of people that get high, did you see that Travis Kelce is gonna host a game show?
Yep, he's gonna. What, are you smarter than a celebrity?
How?
Yes, I'm smarter than a celebrity.
How many celebrities do you think you're smarter than? Like if you had to list off celebrities that you know for a fact you're smarter than, who would it be? Travis Kelce probably on there.
Travis Kelce's would be up there, yeah. Majority of.
Maybe even his girlfriend.
I mean, definitely like Cosby. He had to go to jail.
Huh.
A lot like Harvey Weinstein, that's for sure. Anybody that worked at Nickelodeon, I'm smarter than.
Interesting.
Anybody that's on like one of those daytime soaps.
I see. What can they learn? They're on soap operas.
And then, by the way, have you ever listened to the people who live out in Hollywood? They're actually Hollywood celebs. They don't know their head from their ass.
So you think you're smarter than a lot of celebrities?
Almost every single one of them. They live on a different planet.
I guess that's true. I'm curious what kind of questions will be asked, because are you smarter than a fifth grader? Just like basic elementary school questions. So I'm curious what kind of questions will be asked on Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? I'm excited for it. I'll be tuning in. I'll give it a chance.
I mean, Jussie Smollett is a definitely dumb celebrity. Remember what he did? It ruined his career.
Sure.
He was on that, Empire or something?
Yeah, Empire. Oh,
and,
yeah, good show.
He's got his great career growing, and then he goes and fakes some stupid. I can't remember.
You say he got jumped.
Yeah, he hired some actors to jump him.
Yeah.
And then Kanye West. I mean, he's freaking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Nuts. Now, he is great at what he does. But you've heard him talk, I'm definitely smarter than Antonio Brown. He's a lunatic. Tyreek Hill, I ain't never had 3 women knocked up at once.
But a lot of these examples you're using, it doesn't seem like these
dead.
go.
I know I'm smarter than OJ.
It doesn't seem like a lot of these examples.
Britney Spears is the craziest woman I've ever seen. I'm smarter than that woman.
Again, it does not seem like these examples you're using reflect on if these people know who wrote the Constitution. You
can tell that none
or where
of them know
Australia
anything.
is.
All those people don't know jack. I know I'm smarter than Miley Cyrus.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard that woman talk?
I like Miley.
Hannah Montana. Please, get real, Hannah.
Different people.
Let's see. Oh, I'm smarter than P. Diddy.
Huh.
Feds and Homeland Security ain't looking for my
Built
ass.
an empire, but then had it all, I guess, not tumbling down.
Yeah, and he's obviously a dumbass.
So, okay, so I guess the better question would be, what celebrities do you think are smarter than you? What celebrities would you lose to on this show?
I bet Anthony Hopkins is smart. Because he's always playing some smart dude.
Sure.
There's some smart celebrities, I'm sure. I know I'm smarter than Prince Harry and that stupid Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I mean they left the royal family. I mean, good lord.
Yeah, and then talked all kinds of trash, man. You don't throw your family under the bus, man.
Right.
You don't air their dirty laundry. What's wrong with y'all? That's ridiculous. I would say smart celebrity. Is Kelsey Grammer?
Did you just look up smart celebrities?
No,
I heard you typing.
No, I am, but it's not coming up yet. So, but I was going to say Kelsey Grammer. Do you know who he is? He played Frasier.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever heard the stories about him?
No.
That he was such an alcoholic during the time of the shooting Frasier.
Right.
That he couldn't speak. He slurred.
Oh, wow.
He was the nastiest, most vile person.
How about that?
And then they would say, cut, take. What? No, not cut. Then they'd be like,
action.
Action.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you, man. My son, dude. I might not be smarter than most celebrities now.
I don't
I'm
know.
getting a little bit nervous.
Well, the first question: what do they say to start a team?
I found
John
the name.
goes, cut. no, wrong.
Whenever
Action.
they said action, though, he'd never miss a line, and he was actually perfect. And then he would go back, and he would just be hammered.
I didn't know
But
that.
then I also heard that, the person I'm trying to look up, she hosts Jeopardy. She was on that.
Oh yeah, she's like
she's
a chemist.
actually a real neuroscientist or something.
Yeah.
I definitely am not smarter
I don't know her
than the
name,
girl.
but I know who
She's
you're
on that.
talking
What is
about.
it?
Cat something.
No, but what's the show with the really hot girl Penny in it? Because she's on that show.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. She's on the Big Bang Theory, now hosts Jeopardy. I know I'm not smarter than that woman. What's her name?
Again, I'm looking it up.
It's nice
I can't
that you have a
find it.
computer that works.
I don't know.
Well, guess what I do know? That smart celebrities shop at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. You know why they shop there? Because they like to keep their money because everything's fair. And they also like to look good. They have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. If you're getting boots and you're not getting them Frontier Western Store, what are you doing? Plus, they have all your jeans. They have your, spring fashions, summer fashions. For the ladies, they have the ladies' boutique, the children's department, the men's section, the largest boat showroom around. They can dress you from head to toe. So head on down to 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch, or you can just hop online to frontierwesternstore.com. We're back in 2 shakes with our bets and closing things out on a beautiful hump day. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
It's the Dodge Power Shot Day's last call, and that means it's time to get your best deal at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Feel exhilarated in 2023 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4, $25,889 or $389 a month. And get yours before they're gone. 2023 Dodge Charger SXT, $29,969 or $459 a month. And during Ram Truck Month, get 2024 Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cab, $6,000 off MSRP. Plus 0% for 72 months on select models. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motorcars.
All 75 months at 8.99%. Renegade Triple P 56,520. MSRP 31,095. Charger PH 651,421. MSRP 36,420. Ram RG 193,472. MSRP 65,925. AP offer at 72 months. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hot Wings. What's your favorite flavor? The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination, has 32 delicious flavors to choose from and counting. Like the Crazy Lemon Twist, a savory, zesty, and citrusy taste of fresh lemon twist. The Jalapeno Cheddar, an acidic and spicy flavor completed with a burst of sharp cheddar. Or Crazy Sweet Heat, tangy sweetness followed by the heat. And that's just 3 of the amazing 32 chicken wing seasonings that you can get at the Crazy Coop in Bartlett at 7199 Stage Road. Some like it hot. How about the Crazy Sweet Lemon Pepper Hot or Crazy Suicide? Can't take the heat? Get the 4-cheese roasted garlic or barbecue bacon bourbon. Ask about the Crazy Coop Special. Choose from 3 whole wings or 6 party wings, fries, and drink, all for just $9.99. Now those are some crazy good prices. The Crazy Coop, 7199 Highway 64 between Appling and Kirby Whitten. Family owned and operated, The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with 2 of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, it's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Hey, Jason, my main man, Marshall, what's up over there at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike?
Well, Randy, we know the one size doesn't fit all at Gossett Volkswagen, so we've got a take your pick offer that covers all the bases.
Well, everybody I know, including me, loves choices. So, Jason, what do you got?
How about a 2024 Taos S, 2024 Tiguan S, or a 2024 Jetta Sport? Take your pick for $279.99 a month. Plus 1.9 for 60 months on all Atlas and Atlas Cross Sports, or get a brand new 2024 Atlas Cross Sport SE for only $33,988, and no reasonable offer will be refused.
Ask for Jason, the main man, Marshall at Gossett Volkswagen, 1875 Covington Pike, or online at GossettVWMemphis.com.
That's Gossett Volkswagen on Covington Pike, where we're charging forward and charging less every day.
All 36-month lease, 7,500 miles per year. Taos RMO 51756, MSRP 26063. Tiguan RM 103,910, MSRP 31363. Jetta RMO 48802, MSRP 25506. Cross Sport RC 236449, MSRP 38981. Includes $3,000 rebate. Cannot be combined with special APR. Includes all rebates and incentives. PS 695. Excludes stock final license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. We got day baseball going on. I haven't bet on a baseball game today.
It's been a wild day for you, John.
It was I didn't get a chance to actually do my gambling study today because I was 2.5 hours behind. When it was 10:30 in the morning, I thought it was 8:30 in the morning. Power went out. Clocks didn't change. And no, I didn't look at my phone. So it's my fault. Sorry I didn't help you, but I didn't help you yesterday when I gave you that Rangers play, but I did save your keister last night, didn't I? I gave you 2 winners, told you take both dogs, both on the money line. Hopefully you did and cashed in. Tonight, basketball again. Tonight it's not on the TNT, it's on ESPN. The first game, of course, is the 76ers, who I absolutely love. I love the 76ers. That line opened up at 4.5, and it's been pushed all the way up to 5.5. Take it. And then when you're watching the game in the end line, when the thing goes probably to 9.5 and late in the fourth quarter, you're going to wish you had taken it even with more. I know the Heat are good, but, dude, 76ers are just better. And they're going to play the Knicks, the number 2 seed, and there's no Julius Randle. 76ers about to make a nice run. The Hawks and the Bulls, that's at 8:30 on ESPN. Who really cares about this game? Because the Heat are going to beat them on Friday after they lose to the 76ers. But if I had to bet money on it, I'm rocking with the Bulls. That's my time.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches.